and welcome to the Philippines. We are in the downtown area of Cebu City, Cebu, the Philippines. Friday, late afternoon, and we're in the middle of Sinulog Festival. Very huge, popular, maybe a couple million people in town, something like that. And I think 1,400,000 participated in the Catholic solemn walk that they had just a day or two ago. Or was it Saturday? On Saturday, so this was Friday, so the next day, actually, I think. Anyway, I'm going to mostly let you, I didn't turn the volume down very far at all on this, using my Insta360 Ace Pro 2, and I'm going to let you listen in to the sights. Watch the sights, listen to the sounds of the crowds. Extraordinarily large number of people, traffic, and people walking.
Thank you.
And I kind of just walked across the street. To the right is Plaza Independencia, a huge park, one of the few parks in Cebu City. And it is very close to, I'm walking down towards Pier 1, very one of several passenger piers here. And if you're in Cebu City and traveling to Bohol or other islands, you've probably been or will go to Pier 1 or Pier 2. Pier 3 is quite popular as well. Different ferry companies coming in and going out of those pier areas. And yeah, the Sinulog's going on, a whole lot of traffic, a whole lot of people walking to different events. They've got an event every night at Plaza Independencia, just to the right, across the street. We'll walk in there a little bit later in this video, and you'll see the crowds. Huge number of people in there, food stands, vendors selling various types of things. And it seems like every place I walked today, I was walking against the grain, so to speak. But anyway, people are friendly, tolerant, helpful, and I'm going to walk across here to the left. The road will go to Robinson's Galleria Mall and Robinson's Galleria condominiums. I've done a number of videos at the condominiums and dozens of other condominiums. If you want to see what condominiums look like on the inside here in the Philippines, studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, larger in many of the different developments here in town. Been doing that since 2016. So a lot of videos up, cost of living videos, medical, dental information videos. I've got a membership site, 3 different levels. I post more in-depth videos about real estate, about medical and dental, a number of other topics, risk levels in different parts of the Philippines. So if you want to join that membership, you can also, the first comment of every video, there's links to PayPal if you want to help support the channel, as well as buy me a coffee. And anyway, big divider thing. The actually below this area I'm walking on is a tunnel. Yeah, tunnel that comes out a couple blocks down the way, going south towards SRP, South Road Properties. Traffic, you know, there are very few signals in Cebu City, but traffic will stop. It comes from one direction for a while, and then people stick their nose out from the other direction, and people wait. You don't hear many horns. You don't ever see much in the way of road rage, which is kind of interesting with all the chaos. I had a subscriber I met a while back. He said, "I love coming to Philippines and and experiencing the chaos, and then going back to my very organized country. But yeah, I've adapted very well to the heat, to the chaos. You know, the heat here. There are many states in the U.S., for instance, that are hotter and more humid. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. A lot of those states hotter.
Hello.
And anyway, I was going to walk up this way, and I changed my mind, and I decided to go back towards the Plaza Independencia, see what's going on there. So I'm back at the corner, and the trick is here. Traffic coming from the left is coming from a couple streets down there, and Pier 1 is down that way. I'm going to walk straight across, and there is what they call a traffic enforcer, like the one that stopped traffic a bit for me a little earlier. Food stands up and down the boulevards, especially during Sinulog, people hoping to make some extra money. And lots of people, these truckers, there's usually two in a truck. There's the driver and the helper. And yeah, in the last couple of years, I've taken a lot of video about trucks and transportation here. Grind those gears, and at some point in time, I'm going to take that video and put it up, talk a little bit about transportation. I'm always interested in logistics. Anyway, there's a traffic enforcer that kind of stopped the traffic out there, so I'm going to go for it. And Filipinos will try not to run over you. They are, you imagine the road rage back in the USA and probably other countries around the world. One thing I noticed after the pandemic, I came here, like I said, 2015, and what was very noticeable was how much honking was going on. But it wasn't road rage. It was letting you know, I'm over here on this side of you. I'm going to pass. I'm going to. So it was all just communication, basically. But after the pandemic, 2 years of lockdowns almost, when traffic came back to the streets, it seems like a lot of people forgot about that level. So there's a lot less honking going on. But yeah, like when they honk, it's not like in the U.S. that you're pissed off at somebody. It's that you're telling somebody, "Hey, I'm over here. Don't come into my lane." And the other thing, they will share lanes. If there's 2 lanes, they will make 3 or 4 out of it. Lane lines are only a suggestion, and barely that.
What time does the event start tonight here?
I think 6.
6 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, across the street there, we are in Plaza Independencia. Just across the street is Fort San Pedro. It is, I think, burned a couple times over many, many decades.
Hello.
Lots of.
I have many for 9. Yeah, I have many towels. I'm buying towels for 9 years. I don't use it.
3 towels for 100 pesos. 100 pesos, about a little less than $2 at the exchange rate. And yeah, it's free or very cheap to visit Fort San Pedro. Got a lot of historical pictures in there. And like I said, they've rebuilt it. I think originally it was wood and burned down once or twice. They rebuilt it. There are a couple streets in the Philippines that have a lot of horses lined up for you to take. I'm surprised they didn't have more here. Maybe they only allowed 1 in there, or he picked somebody up downtown area and brought them here, so he thought he would. I don't think he wants to be out in the middle of all the traffic and the people out there, so going up and down the street just inside of Plaza Independencia was probably a good idea. Pet bottles. I gave up my pet rock. Remember pet rocks? I gave up my pet rock years ago. It was very emotional, sad time giving up that pet rock. Do I want to give up my pet bottle?
Nice hat. Nice hat.
That's got to be
Very hot
that's got to be hat. That's something you might wear in Minnesota in the wintertime. Yeah, they have. I thought they were going to have music playing, which would be copyrighted. I'd have to turn the sound off, but they didn't. So a lot of vendors in here. Not enough chairs for everybody to sit down on, hardly. Something's happened just in the last year or so at these types of events. Games of chance. Games of chance like you would see at a county fair. Something new that I haven't seen past years in the Philippines. But yeah, huge event. They are having every night. I don't know if there will be one tonight, which is Sunday, while I'm editing this video. There's a big event at the Cebu City Sports Center where they've got the Grand Parade going on, and they are, boy, they're way over modulated. These speakers, it's very common in the Philippines. They've got the sound systems turned up so loud that it really distorts voice and music just terribly. And nobody's, I tried to explain it many years ago to a few people running these. They were not interested in my acoustic expertise. Noise control and acoustics was my business in USA for many, many years. And yeah, I've had a couple people ask me, "Are you an expert?" Yeah, I know a lot more than 99.9% of the world's population. So I guess that makes me an expert in noise control and acoustics. But anyway, around the side, yeah, they're trying to sell condominiums, and I'll do many more videos about condominiums in the very near future. After Sinulog, I'm going to visit some of the developers, some of the showrooms, some of the buildings, and put a lot more information. That's kind of how I started this. I was in the malls, and I always carried a camera with me, and the real estate agents would grab me and come and look at my condominium right now, and I'd take a video and put it up, and there was a lot of interest in that sort of thing. What they look like, what do you get? And in the last 10, 12, 13 years, they've because of the high demand in the Philippines, they've really downsized. So if you want a larger unit, you can buy the more expensive, larger executive type luxurious units if you got the money. But otherwise you got to go to older 13, 14, 15-year-old condominium, which oftentimes are in pretty good shape. They've been built pretty well. Some not so, but yeah, they've downsized, and there depends upon the developer about the quality of the construction, how much and prices have just skyrocketed over the last 10 years as well. And there was a lull during the pandemic, and it seems like they increased rapidly, very rapidly, the developers who set. So you've got the secondary market buying from somebody who was previously bought, might be because there's, in fact, quite certainly there is oversupply. I'll do additional videos in the very near future working on that information. I've found a lot of information. Difficult to get real accurate information, but definitely a oversupply, and prices are dropping, especially in the Manila area for a number of reasons. I'll get into that in another video. You can negotiate with some people. Some people will not negotiate. But anyway, this will end this video. Thanks for coming along. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.